Last month marked the 100th anniversary of insulin treating and saving a person's life. In 1923, the makers of the miracle drug were so passionate about getting it into as many hands as possible that they sold their patent for just $1, hoping no one would ever be denied access. Well, the irony is that today diabetes is the most expensive chronic condition in our nation. 7 Action News reporter Amira David has a look at how soaring costs have forced one Michigan family to leave the state and where they may be going for a hope for change.
Insulin prices are through the roof, and there's a list of reasons why. A pharmaceutical monopoly, Medicare's inability to negotiate with manufacturers. In short, all of it stems back to very little regulation. And unfortunately, it's driving a wedge between families who have the means to pay and those who do not.
Driving by 3 pharmacies knowing they all have the drug that my kids need and we just can't afford it. The stress just became too much.
Most people in America wake up and go to sleep without thinking about how to afford a life-saving drug. But for some, it's a luxury not quite known. Rachel and Jim Lockwood are parents to 8 kids, 3 of which are adopted. But perhaps most remarkable is that of their 5 biological children, 3 are dependent on insulin to live. The first 2 crushing diagnoses came in 2008 and 2014.
We ended up rationing the insulin that our son had been given between the 2 of them.
Stretching the supply was working for a short time, but when the 3rd child fell ill in 2019, staying afloat became unmanageable. In the U.S., 1 in 4 diabetics have responded to that stress by rationing their insulin supply, a potentially dangerous and fatal practice that's becoming more common as costs rise.
Just how high have insulin prices climbed?
Over the last decade, prices on certain insulin products have doubled, some have tripled.
This here is a vial of Humalog. It's one of the leading insulin brands. You need about 2 to 3 of these a month as a diabetic, and just one retails for about $300. But rewind to 2009, and the same vial retailed for just over $90. The soaring costs crippling for the Lockwoods, who were on Medicaid and on the hook for more than $1,300 in out-of-pocket costs a month. But then came a helpful tip. Hop the border to Canada to stock your supply for a fraction of the cost.
And it was so easy. Like everything said, you can just cross the border, find the nearest pharmacy, and buy it over the counter. Like I just felt so triumphant.
I didn't believe it until I made a call myself to a pharmacy in Ontario. How much does that $300 vial cost there?
1 10-ml vial of Humalog is $37.99.
What does it say to you that some people feel the need to cross the border into another country just to get a life-saving drug?
That is heartbreaking. It's an absolute outrage that the cost of insulin can be upwards of $1,000 a month.
Rep. Haley Stevens argues the best hope for change is a $35 monthly cap on insulin costs proposed in Biden's Build Back Better plan. It's the closest diabetics have come to seeing relief, but the bill currently stalled in the Senate.
We call ourselves the greatest country in the world, and yet we are bankrupting families over diseases that they did nothing to cause.
Now, when the pandemic hit and the border shut down, Canada was no longer an option for the Lockwoods. The family had no choice but to leave Michigan and move to Ohio to take a job with better health coverage. But for the sake of the thousands of underinsured families that they left behind in Michigan, they are hoping 2022 becomes the year of change. I'm Amira David, 7 Action News.
We share that hope. Thank you so much, Amira. Well, there is hope for the insulin cap proposal Amira mentioned. Despite being part of the president's bill, Republicans have voiced support for it. Some lawmakers remain optimistic that regardless of any future changes to the overall bill, that the cap on insulin costs will remain in some form. We will, of course, continue to follow the developments there. And you can read more about Amira's story and the high cost of insulin right now on our website, WXYZ.com.